I think she's having difficulty with her career. She feels like she has to stand out more than she needs to, I believe. She feels like she's always competing. Hi everyone, welcome back to No Light Tarot. My name is highly grateful to have you all. This is just for fun. I have this YouTube channel where I dedicate most of my videos to hot topics and covering it from a tarot perspective to see what we can learn from different situations. So it is intuitive based, it's not fact based, so I'm usually accurate. I usually post about it later on. I just want to say something. I feel like ever since I did the Camila Cabello video, things got a little bit haywire. Please, this community is about respect. I am not in the business of negative gossip, of berating people, of fighting with people. That's just not who I am. I would like to keep the comment section respectful, so please make sure it is. If you want to subscribe, pardon me, if you want to request a video, I'm still taking requests. Please make sure you subscribe so you can grow the community. And yeah, that's what I have to say. So today I'm going to cover Jordyn Woods, and I feel like it's so funny. People will tell me that I look like her and I'm like, oh really? Because I feel like sometimes I see some pictures I kind of look like her, but people come to me that some people have thought I am her. I'm like, I don't think we look that much alike. But anyways, it happens quite frequently actually, which is very funny. Anyways, I'm covering Jordyn Woods. She's a Libra, and I have been covering a few Libras during Libra season. Libra season's coming to an end, or when you see this, it will probably be over, but I'm taping it around the end of Libra season. So she's a Libra sun and a Cancer moon. I pulled up her chart, and I just want to pull up her past, present, and her future. So if you don't know Jordyn Woods, she was Kylie's famous best friend who got kind of extradited from the family. So I'm just going to pull up energies, give some advice about the situation. So her past, I get Knight of Cups, 7 of Wands, and Page of Wands. Okay, so I have a strong feeling that there was a particular guy, and this might have been Tristan or somebody, I get like a tall guy, was after her, but he has player mentality. Knight of Cups is often player, somebody who still needs to grow up. So I have a strong feeling, especially 7 of Wands, they were kind of eyeing her out, and Page of Wands wanted to get to know her. So I strongly feel like if it's not Tristan, it's somebody, it's a basketball player. I don't think it's the guy she's seeing now, but it's somebody in that kind of circle who was kind of having their eye on her, and she took a step back. It's funny, I usually don't like Libras for the most part. I mean, everybody's different, but I feel like sometimes Libras can be very wishy-washy, indecisive, kind of want to get along with everybody, but then end up betraying people because of that. So I don't see that with her, but it could be the betrayal that she had against Kardashians. Now, in that situation, I don't really like take sides, but in this situation, I will take sides. I'm taking Jordyn's side because I feel like she was done wrong. I feel like that very strongly, and the fact that Khloe went back to, in fact, I'm not a huge fan of Khloe Kardashian. I think she's very insecure. That's just my opinion. I don't know her as a person, but even when I did her reading, which I'll put a card up for it, even when I did the reading on Khloe Kardashian, I just felt like she is going to continue a cycle of, and that's a lot of Cancers do that, like Wendy Williams did that. A lot of Cancers in love, they make excuses for the person that they're with. So with the present being 5 Wands, King of Cups, and 2 of Pentacles, I think she's having difficulty with her career. She feels like she has to stand out more than she needs to, I believe. She feels like she's always competing. And you know, I live in LA too. I feel like there's this secret energy. You know, Rose McGowan said it so perfectly. She was like, in Hollywood, and I feel like most of LA is Hollywood, there are these secret rules, and I feel like that so strongly, that these secret rules, and you don't know really what's happening. people will kind of like tell you one thing then do another. So I feel like her energy is kind of mixed up. She wants to do a different direction and she'll end up doing it, but right now I feel like the people around her, like her manager, her publicist, they're kind of pushing her to be like this vixen type, but I don't think she wants to be like that. So the future, I get 3 of Swords, King of Swords, and King of Wands. So I see with this particular guy, I don't know much about him. I don't know his chart. I haven't read much about him. I don't really like to read too much about people that I do readings on because I feel like it disrupts the energy. But with 3 of Swords, King of Swords, and King of Wands, she's... Okay, I see this very particularly, and it can change because we have free will. But I see that this guy that she's with currently could have an impact. He could do something like cheat on her or something like that, really hurt her. 3 of Wands energy is about hurt, and it's often betrayal. She's will end up dumping him and then he'll come back. So, and when he comes back, she'll be choosing between 2 different men, the new guy and the basketball guy. The new guy I see being like in film, could be like a director or something like that, but he'll be very different. Her life is about to change in a very dramatic way. So I clarified because the bottom of the deck I got the Hanged Man, and as I clarified, the Chariot, 7 of Cups, Hanged Man. Okay, so she has this idea currently that this new guy, the old guy, pardon me, when I say old, I mean the basketball player, because he's about to be old news, unless they've broken up recently and I didn't know, but I can see they're going to break up soon, and she's going to want to move forward, but she feels, and I feel so bad for her, I'm really sorry about this, but I feel like she's going to have to, I hope she doesn't get jaded. That's all I can say, because I feel like she might get jaded from her past experience and then just become very heartless, you know. And sometimes her eyes, like I can see in her eyes, she just looks very like passive and like she's not really alive. So yeah, it's quite sad actually. So with the Moon and 9 of Swords, okay, so she's going to have to release. I have a strong feeling that she has some healing to do from her childhood, and I don't think it's going to be easy. I think she's kind of running away from it, but she has abandonment. I get abandonment issues, you know, and I feel very bad for her that she lost her dad at a young age. It must be so hard to go through something like that, but she needs to address it because it's going to keep showing up in her relationships. So let's see. Okay, so wow, okay, so I see the idea of marriage with 8 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, and 4 of Wands. I see the idea of marriage on the table with this guy, and she's like, because I feel like he's the kind of guy, I just get that energy. I don't know him, like I said, I don't know much about him, but this is the energy that I pick up here, that he is like the kind of guy that's like looking at other girls, texting other girls. She's like, quit it, quit it, quit it, like if you don't quit it. And he's like, I want to marry. She's like, well, if you don't stop it, we're not ever going to get married. So she kind of holds him, she has to kind of like coerce him to being a good person, and that's never ever good. So with 8 of Pentacles and 3 of Swords, that's why I don't see it doing well, because he's kind of like a burden to her, as opposed to her actually feeling like she can feel safe. But good news, moving forward, the person coming, she will feel safe around. He's fun, he's energetic. I think he might be a fire sign, his sun sign, or he has it in his chart, but he's very fun, bubbly, and outgoing, and that's what she needs. So I pulled a card, for an oracle card for some healing, and I cherish every cell in my body. And as somebody who has had body issues, I feel like that and I don't want to get too much into it because I feel like that's her business, but I can personally say, as somebody who has had body issues, I feel like it's a lot to get through. And I developed my body issues, I realized, because of the conflict that my parents were going through. I had abandonment issues and I took it out on my body, and I was like, if I'm skinny, I'll always be loved, nobody's ever going to leave me, that kind of mentality. So I see a similar energy here, and I wish her only the best. Lots of healing and lots of love. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please comment, let me know what you think. Hope you liked it. If you did, like the video. Take care.